Hey guys, it's Kirby from GDT Bros, and I have a great budget PC build guide for you guys today. It's going to be a $400 build, a console killer machine. It's going to be a great way to get into PC gaming. I don't really want to drive home, but as soon as I arrive... For the CPU, we are going with the A10 7850K APU from AMD. This is a quad-core processor. It has an APU, it has a GPU, combined with a CPU. The GPU is a R7 260X, and the AMD CPU is a quad-core processor at 3.7 gigahertz. The TDP is 95 watts for this APU, and it is an FM2 socket socket chip. And it's a reliable APU. It has the R7 260X, which is a great entry level card, which will get you into PC gaming relatively cheaply with this APU as a combo with the CPU. For the CPU cooler, we're going with the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Plus. This CPU cooler is extremely efficient. It supports pretty much all sockets if you ever want to make a new build with the same cooler. The fan RPM is 600 to 2000 RPM. It's a great CPU cooler. Compared to some liquid coolers, you're not going to be wanting to overclock as much with this APU, but still, it's a great budget CPU cooler. For the RAM, we are going with the Patriot Viper 3 low-profile red 8GB kit, two 4GB kits, two 4GB sticks. My apologies. This RAM is clocked at 2133 megahertz. We would want to go with a faster kit for this build because the graphics card memory is your RAM. It's shared between your CPU and your graphics card, so we want to go with something fast to keep that graphics card going. For the motherboard, we're going with the BioStar 888MQ. This is a standard motherboard. Unfortunately, it does not support SLI or Crossfire, but it does support RAID and 64 gigabytes of RAM. It supports 2600 megahertz RAM, but we already have the 2133. It has onboard headers, onboard USB 3 headers, and has onboard Ethernet, onboard sound. It does not support Crossfire or SLI, but with the APU, you can upgrade one graphics card and still have SLI between the graphics card with the APU and your standalone graphics card, which we're going to get to. For the hard drive, we are going with the Hitachi 1 terabyte drive. This drive is a reliable drive. It's a cheap drive, 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM. Form factor is 2.5 inches. It'll fit in the case quite nicely. It's just a standard hard drive that you can pick up pretty much anywhere you find tech. For the video card, we're going with an option of the XFX Radeon 270 X R7 260X. My apologies. The reason why I throw this option in there is because with the SLI between the onboard graphics and this graphics card will boost your power to obviously really high for the price. If you can swing an extra $100, go for it. But you're still going to have great performance with the APU. But with R7 260X, you're going to see a huge performance boost, and I think that performance boost is worth it. For the case, we're going with a Fractal Design Core 1300. This case is a great case. It has external drive bays. It's compatible with micro ATX, which our motherboard is, and it's sleek, it's compact, it's from Fractal Core Design. This case is great. I'm pretty sure it comes with 2 fans. It does not include a power supply, which is great because we have a better power supply in store. It has front panel USB 3 ports, which is compatible with our motherboard, and it has it's sleek, it's compact, and it looks nice. Come on. What do you want from a case? To look bad and nice? Come on, you want it to look nice. For the power supply, for the meat of our build, we are going with the Corsair CX430. The whole build without the graphics card is going to be around 230 watts, so we don't really need a 430. I'm just putting that there for extra room if you want to upgrade, get more drives, get the graphics card, of course. But the CX430 will not disappoint. 80 plus bronze certification, and I mean, I use Corsair CX series power supplies in all of my builds, and I guarantee you that it will not fail. These power supplies are sturdy. These power supplies will not fail. I mean, I've never seen one fail yet, and I recommend them fully. With the power supply out of the way, we go to the optical drive. For the optical drive, you can pick up anything, but for me, I chose this Asus DVD writer. It's like $20. I mean, if you really need it, you can get one, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend it. You can install Windows or Linux or Mac if you want to build a Hackintosh, but this is a PC build. Go away, Mac users. Anyway, if you want to install Windows, I would recommend using a USB 3 port. That's clearly, compatible with our case and motherboard. But with the parts included in this build, it comes out to about $400, which is the price of a PS4 or an Xbox One. And I believe that with this build and the Christmas sale coming up soon, I mean, you would totally want to go this build over a PS4. The Christmas sale, games are $2, packages of games like $10. I mean, the PC Master Race, as you like to call it, is booming, and with the Steam Summer Sale, it's gonna be a great ride. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below.